Functioning pairs, 1/4 of the MBTI personalities falls into that valuing, which is sensing and feeling, and relating are best described as someone who is service-minded, seeks to help people in a very practical way, and is unselfish, kind, and understanding. So let's look at the general description. The general description of an ISFP is that they're quiet, sensitive, and kind, and they enjoy the present moment. They really like what's going on around them. They like to have their own space and to work within their own time frame. They're loyal and committed to their values and to people who are really important to them. And they don't like disagreements and conflicts, so don't try to force their opinions or values on them. They really prefer to be in a space where more harmony is. Their potential strengths are that they are skilled at gentle persuasion, craftsmanship, adaptability. They can build a consensus, so they're kind of like a peacemaker, and they have great people skills, even though they are an introvert. ISFPs tend to be gentle, considerate, kind, and compassionate to those in need of help. They like to use their open-minded and flexible approach. They work cooperatively and harmoniously with others, but often on individual tasks. They contribute to the organization in ways that they respond to other people, especially their needs and the needs of the organization. They act to ensure the well-being of all people, and they infuse joy into their work. They bring people and tasks together by virtue of their cooperative nature, and they like to pay attention to how others are oriented and how they are treated. Their leadership style is one where they only lead reluctantly. They prefer a team approach, and they're going to act more as a coordinator. They have a personal loyalty, and they like to motivate others. They offer praise and support more than criticism, and they're going to rise to the occasion and adapt to whatever is needed. They gently persuade others by tapping into their good intentions. In problem solving, they want to reflect on what really matters to themselves and to others, with a pragmatic view of facts and experiences. However, they may need to consider other interpretations and possibilities and decide about things more objectively for the best results. Their preferred work environment includes a cooperation. They want cooperative people enjoying quiet time. They need private space, and they need to have people who are compatible. They need flexibility, security, and an aesthetically appealing environment. They need courteous coworkers, and they are going to look out for practical outcomes. In dominant feeling and inferior thinking, which is ISFP, INFP, ESFP, and ENFJ, they're more likely to empathize with people and be concerned how others feel. Remember, these are types that are others-centered. They allow for extenuating circumstances, and they like to know what is really important. They appreciate each other's contributions. However, in stress, they stop listening to others, and they're even going to ignore the needs of others. They're also going to become so sensitive to conflict that they tend to ignore it or just simply avoid it. They're hypercritical, and they're going to find fault with everything, and they will even act overly domineering. They will take Potential downfalls for an ISFP is that they tend to be too trusting and even unwilling to question in some situations. They may not critique others when needed in order to avoid conflict because they prefer to have a harmonious environment. They may only focus on the present and miss things in a full context, not realizing what may happen in the future. They also tend to be overly self-critical, and they get hurt too easily. For personal development, one of the things they can do is to develop more skepticism, especially in analyzing information. They need to learn how to give negative feedback to others and how to manage conflict. They may also need to develop a wider, more future perspective, looking at the big picture, the global picture. They need to become more assertive with others and appreciative of themselves.